Hey, welcome to Center for Jewish History Genealogy Coffee Break. I'm librarian J.D. Arden, and today I want to invite you, if you come in person, to our library here on 16th Street between 5th and 6th Avenues in Manhattan. If you have town names that you're curious about, I'm going to show you examples from just 4 books, but we have a lot more, where you can look up a town and you can see maps and old photographs and get demographic information and history, the Jewish history of those towns. So let's take a look. The first book is Farad. If you're interested in the history of Jews who migrated from historical Israel to the Iberian Peninsula as early as the Middle Ages, you can check out this book. Here is Rambam, very famous Sephardic rabbi. So this is a way to supplement your genealogy or historical research by finding things you cannot find in a database or online. Some of these beautiful photos with some history and notes from the Sephardic diaspora. The next book we're looking at is called Yiddish Land, and this has some very beautiful black and white photos divided up by street scenes, and this section here is by professions. You can see here the title at the bottom, Yiddish Parnasos, Jewish professions, ways of earning income. Here's a porter, here's another porter, here's a suitcase guy, a water seller. This can connect, especially when you're studying the origin of Jewish surnames. There might be someone whose surname became Wasserman, because this ancestor, his job was carrying water. So it can be interesting for places as well as historical documentation. The next book I'm showing is called Jewish Roots in Ukraine and Moldova. And this has some very beautiful black and white and color photographs. Here is the interior of a synagogue in Ukraine, and here I'll just show, for example, this section on Kiev, Kiev written in Ukrainian, maps, old postcards, photographs, the synagogue. Here are decorations from the synagogue and the rabbi's office. So all of these beautiful historical details and photos that you can come see anytime in person from this book in our reference collection. The last book I'd like to show you is called the Encyclopedia of Jewish Life Before and During the Holocaust, with a foreword by Elie Wiesel. And in this book you can find listed alphabetically by the name of the town as it is in the present day. So whatever the present day name and spelling of the town, you can find it. We can help you if you have a town name from the past that might no longer be used. And this is in 3 volumes. And here again, you can see an example. Here's the town Hrubieszów. Here's another Jewish water carrier. So you can see anonymous or cited examples of people. And here's a beautiful scene of the market town, black and white photos. So you'll get a history of the town. You'll get demographic information. What was the total population? What was the Jewish population? And then in this book in particular, you'll also read about the end of the Jewish communities in those towns because of the Holocaust. So a great historical resource, these 4 books, among many others. So come visit us or send us an email or do a Zoom appointment with us, and we'll be happy to help you research more about Jewish life through these books about towns.